Okay, this is going to be another topic video, and we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about, you're going to watch, about books. How you obtain books. Do you buy them brand new no matter what? No matter what, all your books are brand new. Do you buy them used? Or do you borrow them from the library or another person? Me is a combo of all of them, but they have certain criteria. So let's start with brand new books. The only way I'll buy a book brand new is either if it's part of a series that I already love, that I just want to have. For example, perfect example, Harry Potter. All the Harry Potters I bought were brand new because I wanted them brand new because it was a series I loved and I wanted them all brand new. And another example is if they're on sale and it's a book that I would want on my huge long to buy list, then I will buy them. For example, Borders is going out of business. Two of my local Borders were going out of business. And I found some really great books, as you've seen in my Borders haul. So an example of this is Mr. Monster by Dan Wells. Yes, I know it's in a series, but still. I bought this brand new because, for one, it was fairly inexpensive, and it was a book I wanted because I like this series. So, yes. It's very rare that I buy a book brand new because, for one, they're pretty expensive. And unless I want them, I don't know what to say, because I don't keep my books in good shape, because books are meant to be read, is my philosophy. To just buy books and, like, open them really little and read them real quick and then put them back on the shelf, that's just silly. So, it's very rare that I'll buy a book brand new, so it has to be something I already like, or I've heard amazing things that, like, throw me out of my seat, and that's why I have to get them. Like, for example, Room, by what's her name? Something Donahue. I did a review on it, and I should know this. I only bought that because I've heard extremely great things about it in magazines and with people talking about it. So obviously, I was willing to spend the money on that. But a book series that I was mad I bought brand new was Twilight. I bought all 4 books and thinking it was going to be great because I heard all this hype about it. No. But I'm not even going to get into that now. So anyway, another way I get books is used. You know, if for some reason you don't like used books, I think that's kind of silly because, for one, you can find some great stuff, great titles, and in great shape for cheap. For example, Half Price Books. That's where you can get books for $1 or 50 cents on clearance. For example, this book, Little Children by Tom Perrotta, was $1. Marked it down from $6.98 to $1. Original price was $13.95. So, of course it's used, but could you tell it's been used? Like, really? It's in great shape. No pages are torn or anything. And it was $1. So, you can find books like that. Or yard sales or garage sales. You can find books, like, for example, I bought this recently, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and look, it looks brand new, correct? I got this for $1. Okay, retail price is $12, and I got it for $1. And one of the pages is dog-eared, but oh well, I'm not going to care. But there's something really cool about this, and I don't know if anyone else loves this about books, used books anyway, is that sometimes you get lucky, and either it'll come like with stuff written in the margins, which I think is so cool, because then you can see other people's thinking and interpretation of the book, and what, like, you know, or they come with stuff written in them. And I didn't know it had this written in it until I was walking to the car. It was To Gina from 2001, love from someone named John. So, yeah. I don't care because that just adds something to the book. Because it makes you it's almost like an extra story in the book. Because you wonder, okay, what is the relationship between these people? Why did John give Gina this book? You know what I mean? So it's kind of fun like that, but I could just be weird, but I just think it's so cool. But for a quarter, and it's not like I'm going to be so upset because it's written in there. I just want to have it because it's a great book. And I wanted it for my collection. So when I saw it for a quarter, nice. Another way to get used books besides like someone giving them to you. But sorry, my dog's going crazy over there. It's from the library, your local library. I know mine does a yearly book sale. And they'll get rid of like books that they can't shelve anymore or they're just discarding. For example, I got Letters from the Inside by John Marston, and I think I got this for a quarter, 50 cents. And yes, it's the library edition, but still, it's in great shape. So yeah, that's another way you can get books, which I think is great. I just love the feeling too of finding a book that either you really wanted or it was a popular book that you wanted to read. For example, which was in a haul. I wanted to read Come Back by Mia and Claire Fontaine for a long time, for probably a couple years now. And then I found it at Goodwill, I think for $1 this was. And it's in really good shape. So yeah, you find that and you're like, wow, I got this book I really wanted for cheap. So yes, Goodwill is always a good spot to go if you're looking for used books. So yeah. And the last way is the library. Now, the library I love because you can check out books and read them for free, and instead of spending the money on them, instead of like buying it right away, like for example, I got recently, which I didn't make a video on it, I was Lauren Oliver's Delirium. Like I wasn't going to buy it. I loved Before I Fall, but I wasn't too sure I would like this. So libraries are kind of like a trial run to see if it is worth the time and money. Like I'm trying to think of an example of a library book that I checked out that I didn't like, but I can't think of it. And sometimes you just want to read the book, to say, I read the book and this is what all the hype is about. If I was smart, I would have done that with Twilight, but people were too convincing and saying, this is great. But anyway, off topic. There is a book that I want to get, which is Divergent by Veronica Roth, but I am waiting until I find it for a great price. Like here's some recent books that I wanted to either A, read or check out at the library. And I checked out Hate List by Jennifer Brown. I wanted to read that, and I checked it out at the library. It was good and everything, but I don't think I would need it for my collection unless I found it somewhere cheap. And Empress of the World I wanted to read by Sarah Ryan, and I think I'm a chapter in, but I am reading so many other books right now. So yeah, I was very curious to see other people's opinions on how you obtain books. So, in review, I check a lot of books out at the library all the time because it's just kind of, okay, this sounds good, maybe I'll read it if I have time or if I'm in the mood for it. Or it's a great way to say, oh, this book was talked about a lot, I've heard a lot of good things about it, let's try it out and even see if it's worth buying. Or you have your favorite series, like I have my favorite series or favorite books like that I already love that I'm willing to put the money into. Because a lot of times books are expensive unless they're on sale. And I buy them a lot too used, like from garage sales, half-price books, and the library sales. So yeah, I'm a combo of all of them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to respond to this because I would love to know other people's opinions on this topic. Thanks for watching. Bye.